Hi, my friend. I'm Wendy, and welcome back to the Heal and Grow podcast. Have you ever planned a perfect day, but your mood changed everything? You wake up with a to-do list. You know what matters. But then something small happens. A little tired, a little low, and suddenly your energy drops. The same tasks now feel harder. The same day feels heavier. But remember this. Your life didn't change. Your emotional filter did. Think about your morning alarm. On a good day, it's a call for a new chance. On a low-energy day, that same sound feels annoying and heavy. The sound is the same, but your state is different. Now look at your work. When you are positive, your mind is open. You see solutions. You see feedback as a way to grow. But when your mood is low, your mind closes. You see problems in every solution. The situation is the same, but your brain is working differently. It even follows you home. A loved one asks, "How was your day?" If you're calm, you share a smile. If you're exhausted, you answer coldly. You might hurt someone you love. Not because you're a bad person, but because you let your mood drive the car. Here is the truth. Your emotions are real, but they are not always right. If your mood decides your day, your life will be a roller coaster. So don't ask, "How do I feel today?" Instead, ask, "What do I choose to do, even if I don't feel perfect?" Strong people don't always feel good. They just keep moving even when they don't feel ready. Next time your energy drops, pause. Ask yourself, is this a bad life or just a bad moment? You don't need a perfect mood to have a great day. You just need one small decision to move forward. Let me show you a simple image. Imagine your life is a car, and you are the driver. But what if every morning you give the steering wheel to your emotions? When you feel happy, everything goes smoothly. You move fast, you feel confident, things seem easy. But when you feel tired, sad, or angry, the car slows down, or even goes in the wrong direction. And you just sit there watching. Have you ever felt like that? Like you are not really in control of your own day? We often say, "I don't have energy. I'm not in the mood." It sounds normal, but if we look deeper, what does it really mean? It means we are letting our emotions decide our actions. And because emotions always change, our life keeps going up and down like a roller coaster. One day we move forward, the next day we stop. Is that really the way we want to live? The truth is simple. You don't need a perfect mood to have a good day. You only need one small decision to move forward, even a little. But here is something we need to understand very clearly. When we lose control of our emotions, we are no longer the driver. We become a passenger in our own life. The wheel is no longer in our hands. It is controlled by everything outside, by people, by situations, by small things that happen during the day. Someone says something a little rude, and we react immediately. We feel angry. We speak without thinking, and later we regret it. Have you ever said something in anger, and then wished you could take it back? But words are like a nail in wood. Even when you remove it, the mark is still there, and then we spend the rest of the day trying to fix what we said, trying to repair what was broken, and it doesn't stop there. When we don't manage our emotions, our happiness is no longer in our control. One small compliment can make us feel very high, but one negative look, one small comment, can bring us down very quickly. We go up and down again and again, depending on other people. So let me ask you, do you want your peace to depend on someone else like that? Slowly, we lose something very important. We lose our inner center. We don't feel stable anymore. We just react. Life becomes like a small boat without an anchor. The wind blows and we move, without direction. And after a while, we don't even know where we are going. And there is something else we often forget. Emotions are also energy. When your mind is full of worry, fear, or too much excitement, your body has to carry all of that. Even if you don't do any physical work, you still feel tired. Have you ever felt exhausted, even after doing nothing all day? That is not your body. That is your mind using too much energy, trying to handle all these emotions. So this is why learning to understand and guide your emotions is so important. It's not just about feeling better for a moment. It's about protecting your energy, protecting your relationships, and protecting the direction of your life. I remember a simple situation that happens to many of us. You wake up and think, today I will start something new. Maybe I will exercise, or study, or finish an important task. It feels clear in the morning. You feel ready, but later, when the time comes, you suddenly don't feel like it anymore. Your body feels a bit tired. Your mind says, it's okay, you can start tomorrow. And you listen. You sit down. Maybe you watch a video. Maybe you scroll your phone, just for a few minutes. But those minutes become 1 hour, then 2 hours. At the end of the day, nothing really bad happened. But inside you feel a little disappointed. Not because you couldn't do it, but because you didn't even try. Have you ever had a day like that? Now imagine a small change. In that same moment, you tell yourself, I don't feel ready, but I will just do a little. Not everything, just 5 minutes, just one small step. No pressure, so you start. And something interesting happens. After a few minutes, your body wakes up. Your mind becomes clearer, and the task is not as hard as you thought. You continue a little more, and a little more. At the end of the day, the result may be small, but the feeling is very different. You feel proud, you feel in control, and this is the key idea. The difference is not your ability, the difference is not your situation, the difference is that one small decision in that one moment. That small choice is the difference between being controlled by your emotions and learning to guide them. And this is where something very powerful comes in, something simple, but life-changing. It is called the power of the pause. So what is the pause? It is the small space between what happens and how you react. Most of the time, we don't see this space. Someone says something, we react immediately. A message makes us worried. We feel anxious right away. It feels automatic, like we have no control. But the truth is, there's always a small gap, even if it is just a few seconds. And in that gap, you have a choice. A famous psychologist, Viktor Frankl, once said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose. That means you don't have to react immediately. You can pause, and that pause can change everything. Let's make it very simple. Imagine someone says something that hurts you. Your first feeling is anger. Your body becomes tense. Your mind wants to respond right away. But instead of reacting, you pause. You take one deep breath. Maybe you count to 5. And in that moment, your brain starts to calm down. Blood and oxygen return to the part of your brain that helps you think clearly. Now you can choose. Do you want to react with anger or respond in a better way? And here is something important. The pause is not about holding your feelings inside. It is not about being weak. It is a form of strength. It turns you from someone who is controlled by situations into someone who can choose their response. You are no longer a victim. You become the driver again. You can use this in very simple ways. When you feel angry, pause, take a deep breath. Count to 5 before you speak. When you want to send a message in frustration, write it, but don't send it. Leave it for 10 minutes. When you feel the urge to buy something or make a quick decision, give yourself 24 hours and then decide. These small pauses may feel simple, but they protect many important things in your life. They protect your relationships because you don't say things that hurt others. They help you make better decisions because you don't act in the heat of the moment. And they reduce stress because you learn to see your emotions instead of becoming your emotions. So next time you feel something strong, anger, fear, or stress, don't rush. Just pause for a moment and remember, in that small space, you have more power than you think. So how can we do this in daily life? Let's make it very simple. First, notice your emotions. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is it anger, stress, or just tiredness? When you name it, it becomes weaker. It becomes something you can see, not something that controls you. Second, create a pause. Just a few seconds. Take a deep breath. Don't react immediately. This small pause gives your mind time to think instead of just reacting. Third, choose a small action. Not a big one, just something simple that moves you forward. For example, imagine you receive a message that makes you feel upset. Your first reaction is to reply quickly, maybe with anger. But instead you pause, you take a breath, you put your phone down for a few minutes, and later, when you feel calmer, you reply in a different way. The situation didn't change, but your response changed everything. Because the truth is simple, you don't need to feel good to make a better choice. You just need to slow down and give yourself a moment to choose. Also, don't forget your body. When you move, your emotions change too. A short walk, a deep breath, or a small stretch can already help you feel lighter. You don't need to fight every emotion, and you don't need to control every feeling that comes into your life. Some days will still feel heavy, and some moments will still feel hard. But that's okay. You don't need to control the storm. You only need to learn how to guide your ship. Your emotions may rise and fall like waves, but you are not the waves. You are the one who chooses the direction. So when the next storm comes, don't be afraid. Just remember, you are still the one holding the wheel. I'm Wendy, and this is Heal and Grow Podcast, your quiet space to return to yourself. Take care tonight, and I'll see you again soon.